Hey everybody, we're back here at Factual Actual, picking up where we left off last week, and I look forward to a great show today because we're going to bring up what we stand for, and that is uh, a healthy mind really craves a healthy body, and both a healthy mind and healthy mind and healthy body make for a right spirit. So I'm excited, and I'm here with my son Dwayne, uh, who has spent the last 10, 15 years of really trying to be that whole being, that whole righteous spirit, righteous soul through good diet, good living, and positive thinking. So let's go with it, Dwayne. How are you today?
I am doing well. I am blessed. I mean, if I was any more blessed, I wouldn't know what to do with myself, you know? How about yourself? How are you doing?
I feel the same way, son. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Ah, ah. So today we did a three-part series. This is part three, and this is gonna be on exercise. So we did water, we talked about food, nutrition, and now we're gonna go into exercise. So I was talking it over with the other guys from Factual Actual, and well, one of the things is I did a lot of talking. So today I'm gonna go out of my character. And I'm gonna do a little bit of showing, you know. So like I told y'all, I'm not on Schwarzenegger or nothing, but I am in the gym. So I'm gonna give y'all a sample of what I am, and then we're gonna talk about how I got to where I am. You know what I mean? So uh we going we going hey. All right, man, dude, I'm glad I got that confidence and I ain't worried about what y'all talking about. What would you like to start there, Dad?
Well, I think you led off in a good way. You want to talk about the value of exercise and maybe some exercises that would help people watching. So,
Okay. So
if you're starting to work out, I mean, you've decided, you made up your mind, I'm eating right, I'm living right, I'm resting as I should. I want to do some exercise. What would be your recommendation as to where to start for someone that's
okay, so number one, like I said, I think you hit it right with mindset, wanting to get in the gym. You know what I'm saying? You got to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's hard work, but it's definitely not easy. It's not, you're gonna have to put some effort into it to get something out of it. You know what I mean? So mindset would be number one. You know what I'm saying? You're eating right, you're drinking clean water, and then it's time to get in the gym. You got to be in the mindset like, all right, I want to go get it. So I would say start with walking. After that, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, the power of walking, just getting out there and walking and getting out there in nature, breathing some air is a really good start. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you gotta go run off up in the gym. That ain't I personally only go to the gym 3 times a week. You know what I mean? I'm not a person that's like you gotta be in there 24/7. I go in there, I hit these target areas and we get out. You know what I mean? But on top of that, I drink clean water and I make sure I have the proper amount of magnesium in there so I'm not dealing with being sore. Pain to get you up out the gym and make you not want to go when you're always sore and stuff. So I generally, I stay up on my magnesium so I don't really have that soreness factor. So I don't deal with that so much. So that does make it easier to get in the gym. So
when you said walking, is a good start. How much walking?
Generally you start with what you can stand and then you build up from there, a good 30-minute walk, is good for the soul. An hour would be better, if you can get out there for an hour and walk, I think that would be quite beneficial for you, yeah. But you ain't got to go do no marathons, no. So like I said, it's a start, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30, 45, an hour,
How often?
I think, I'm one of them people that believe that you should get out there and get every day and get out there and get you some fresh air. You know what I mean? For every other day, make sure you get out there and stretch your legs out. But I would say every day, go out there and do, just get out there and get you some sunlight. Vitamin D is so, so important, so with that, I always recommend getting outdoors, getting some sunlight in, getting that natural light in there that's producing that vitamin D that's so helpful for your immune system and body function and muscle function and so on. So yeah, every day is the best thing.
You brought up something that's really important and it just clicked in my head. Believe it or not, once upon a time, I could have considered myself athletic, but that's been many years ago. Stretching, you brought up stretching, and I think from what I remember, stretching is very, very vital before you ever begin to start exerting your muscles in any way. Tell me, how do you feel about stretching?
Well, I call it warming up, you know what I'm saying? I think you need to warm your muscles up, definitely, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing the right stretching, yeah, I know during my military days, it didn't matter what we did. The first thing we did was stretch. We never went out there cold and just started doing push-ups or running. It didn't matter what we was doing. We always stretched first. So that is one of the things that soldiers do, you know what I'm saying? Get a good stretch in and warm the muscles up before you start your activities.
But I have read that.
We got a rebuttal. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not good to stretch before working out. I read articles on it. I don't know what you know about that.
Okay, so my man Antonio, he just let me know. He said he has read articles where they said it's not good to stretch before you exercise.
I'll rebuttal that too.
And you, Christopher?
I had heard the same thing. I had like throughout football, R&B, and everything like that. But I still believe that stretching actually makes you more flexible.
Okay, so we have some published in papers that says that it's not good for you. We have people that have played football that have read this, but have stretched before every game and every practice and every workout. So it's, if I took what the science says, then, it's maybe not. If I go through life and doing it empirically, you know what I'm saying, stretch before you start working out. They can come up with all kind of methods they want to. Please, what I would say, warm up your muscles before you start working out. Definitely,
Yeah, I have heard something too, that if you don't get to exercise, for people who injure themselves, and they're going to be away from any strenuous exercise for a few days or a week, still stretch. Stretching by itself is good, even when you can't work out like you want to.
Yeah.
That's something I've heard too.
Yeah,
the key part here is probably find out what's right for you.
Most definitely.
And stick with something that would be healthy for you to do.
Yes. You can overstretch. Don't get me wrong. So if you go out there and overdo your stretches, it's the same difference. You know what I'm saying? So, you just need to go out there and kind of get, like I said, I say warming up the muscles as opposed to stretching. Something that start moving, you know what I'm saying, get them go. Don't just give them that shock and just go right into trying to, lift, 300-400 pounds or something, you know what I'm saying? You might want to, start with 225. Even though you can do it, I would still say go in there and get something lighter and, and get the muscles going before you go heavy at whatever you're doing.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Good examples like stretching. So they say like touching your toes, right? You should still go and maybe like stretch down to your knees first before you go all the way down, because you might not be ready to go all the way to your toes when you start, and you might cause problems. You know what I mean?
Right.
In that analogy. So definitely, wait, let's go back here. So you want to go with dumbbells because it's individual. So now you have to stabilize the weight. And if you're pressing with the dumbbells, you're getting even. One's not working more than the other. So you're getting even distribution for both arms. That's part of it. And then by you having to stabilize the weight and keep yourself balanced, you're working what's called your core. So that your core is where your abs lie. So that's one of the main reasons I don't really do too many ab workouts, is because I concentrate more on how I do my other ones and work my core and let my abs kind of work themselves. And I'm satisfied with the look. It's not a six pack. It could definitely be better, and I could definitely put in that time. But I'm okay with it, with where it's at, because like I said, abs hurt, and I don't want to go in there and do something where I'd be like, man, forget the gym, because I'm in there because I don't like it. So I generally do stuff that I enjoy doing, but I make sure I hit all the muscle groups, So yeah. And I eat right, you know what I mean? I do eat right, I don't eat too grimy. Like I said in the last episode, you can't help it with this. Where you live in, you're gonna get some grime, but less is more. And if you can get less of that grime in, you know what I'm saying, and get more of the better stuff for you, then it's gonna be, you're gonna do better. Like I said, I go to the gym 3 times a week. I work a graveyard shift. I'm 40, I'm 40 years old. I work a graveyard shift, and I still have the energy of the time, you know what I'm saying, to go to the gym and give this gym this hour of my time, hour 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, depending on what I'm working out that day, But not a lot of time, but I can still do it, and it's not something that's dragging me down or that I feel bad about. Don't get me wrong, this is the first time I ever took my shirt off and stuff. It's kind of weird, but I never do that. I never show up. I just do it for overall health, and this is just a result of me trying to be healthy, trying to be natural. I don't do any supplements. I don't take any supplements like protein or something like that to get mass. I don't do any of that stuff. I just eat 1 meal a day. I try to eat a decent meal a day, and I drink plenty of water.
Okay, and a decent meal. What does a decent meal include?
Well, I try not to have chemical laden stuff. I try to stay away from processed foods, you know what I mean? So I try to, sometimes I like salad, poor shrimp, you know what I'm saying? I love me some shrimp. So if I can get me a good shrimp salad in, it'll actually fill me up, you know what I'm saying? The shrimp, and then spinach over lettuce, you know what I mean? So I get some spinach, and then I get a lot of vegetables and stuff in there. I do drown it in ranch, don't get me wrong, I do. Gotta have my vices, you know what I'm saying? So that the ranch is not good, but I do it, But that could be a whole meal for me. Sometimes I've not finished salads, man, because they turn out to be so hearty. It's so much more into it than what you think, Especially if you switch from lettuce to spinach, because spinach actually has some in it, has some weight, as opposed to that lettuce just being some damn water. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that would be decent, if you can. Everything's bad for you. So I would stay away from the really, I don't eat donuts and stuff like that. No Krispy Kreme, no Little Debbie or nothing like that. That wouldn't be what I would call a good meal,
Well, I know with the regimen I started a few months ago, I actually got into making my own ranch I mean, not ranch. Well, ranch, our own salad dressing.
Yeah.
I've made all, the different ones. And
because you have cold in it,
first thing
oh, yeah, that's
goes
cold.
lettuce.
Lettuce, right?
We just started doing spinach because, well, not only maybe it has more in it, like you say, but it does taste better.
True.
Makes everything work. It complements everything else that we put in the salad. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, I want you to give me what you would like to convey to those people listening that want.
If not at the same time, when they got a flag after the game, after the flag,
we're trying to find their place. That's what we're talking about, to be a soul that's righteous. And I don't mean no moral connotation there at all. Having balance and having peace, I call that righteous. I think that's what we're supposed to have. So my question is, with what we've discussed in the last few weeks, what would you like to tell everybody out there that's listening about what you've been trying to convey?
Okay, sure. A healthy mind craves a healthy body. I think I'd start with that. That really kind of puts a really good start to it, because once I started eating right, I've tried different, like I said, I try things before I go tell people and find out what works. So once I had actually switched over to pescatarian, and I actually got rid of the meat and stopped eating red meat and pork and all that good stuff, and I was just eating pretty much plants and fish. I was drawn back to the gym. I had been out the gym for a couple of years, and that was one of the things that happened. I was like, well, I got this extra energy, I'm feeling good. So I kind of got me in the gym, and so now I'm concerned with the body, what I'm saying, working out. Well, what's the right workouts and what should I do? So now this gets you into looking into what's good for you. And lo and behold, I find out about magnesium, you know what I mean? It was so synchronistic. And I think this is something that would be synchronistic with anybody. I think it's just common. If you start having a better body, it's going to help a better mind. It's going to help feed your mind. So you're going to have more healthy mind, more oxygen, more blood flow, more positivity. It's going to increase your mind. And at the same time, your mind is always craving for you to do better with the body, with the sense, So definitely, you know what I mean? Definitely go with nutrition, and because it led to the war, and you got to think about it. Drinking clean water is just like I want to convey that you should watch what you put into your body, watch what you put into your temple, because not only does it affect your body, it also affects your mind. So if you bring positivity into the body, you're going to be able to put positivity back out, and you're going to have positivity in the brain. It's going to work out so much better for you people. So please, I mean, we did it this way. We started with water because that's the foundation of life. That was the beginning. So we got to get you to get clean water so you can have that, so that can help the body. And then you got to get into what else you're intaking in the body. And then we got to have less of this stuff. I don't think that we can, it'd be almost impossible to not intake some of it with how corrupt the system is. So, but the less of you have it in there, the more you can function, And then once you get to that point, you want to maintain, you know what I'm saying, and healthy body. And then that's when you get into exercise, you know, and go that way. That's how we set it up. So I think that works. I think good nutrition, healthy body, healthy mind, and we can get our people and our viewers on the right track, and then we can get into their mind to be more open, and we can start getting into the philosophical and the spiritual and all the other aspects of this once you have that healthy mind. You know, it's real hard to think if you're in pain. I tell you that much. I know this, you know, I've been in pain, you know, a lot of stuff goes out the window when you hurt.
Yeah.
So better nutrition. Like I said, you know, magnesium stops you from having spasms and muscle aches and cramps. I mean, why not? You know, get you some good magnesium and make sure you ingesting it. That's some good that you need in your body. And maybe stay away from that tap water. Maybe stay away from bottled water, you know what I'm saying, that's bottled by Coke that got, you know, 37 of its ingredients in there. You know, I was in retail, and what I didn't know is that water has a recipe, and how they make their water different from somebody else. So they actually have a recipe of crap that they call good for you to alter the taste of this water. So you can, like, I mean, come on now, this is supposed to be water. They're in there fucking off, you know what I mean? Playing around, you know what I'm saying? So please, I mean, water is important. It's not gonna, and then if it give you anything in there, you know, all that shit in the recipes, it ain't organic, it ain't nothing, it's synthetic. They made some shit that looked like it in the lab and then put it in the water. So really, you know what I'm saying, get you some clean water. Start thinking about what you put into your body. I kind of divert just for a minute. I also want to say this. I was having a conversation with somebody, and it occurred to me, you know, with all the work that they go through, feeding us this shit, poisoning our water, you got to figure that it's hampering our body. You got to feel that it's holding us back and holding back our potential. So I just want all y'all folks to think about this. Imagine how great you could be if you can eliminate the crap that they's putting in you. I mean, I'm getting better by the minute, but you know what I'm saying? Imagine how great we could be and how we would be. I mean, the sky's the limit of what the things we could do and accomplish if we wasn't being hampered by. I mean, literally, the amount of people that have fluoride in their system and how it is hampering you and how bad it is for your body. Just to think to not have that. And some people have been ingesting this shit for 30, 40 years, you know? They call it microdosing. Huh? Yeah. They call it microdosing, but it's in there. And you're talking about a 20-year freaking, and it's just building up, you know what I'm saying? To the point where you got too much and now your bones are starting to decay. I mean, imagine how strong our bones would be if we didn't have fluoride. That's just food for thought. I would like y'all out there to think about that, you know, how great we could be. You know, we used to always, like, we watch these old movies from back in the day, and you'd be like, man, how in the world did these people accomplish this shit? They ain't have no cars, no engines. You know, they going out there chopping down trees with an axe and building a damn house, a log cabin and shit, you know? And we like, how, you know, we are sorry, but I said, dude, how is that? Is it because of technology we got lazy? Or is it the fact that back then they weren't pumping the damn water full of damn fluoride and chlorine? And these people was living off the land and nature. And maybe they were just cockstrong beyond belief. And it wasn't nothing for them to go chop down a tree. Maybe their mind was so clear that they were able to just see the design of how to build a house so much better than what we can conceive today, because they are suppressing us so much by the shit that they put in the water and the food and spreading the air. Word.
Gotcha. Okay. I think we've got a full session and a lot to think about.
Yeah.
A lot of good advice and some direction. So with that, we're going to conclude this session and get ready for next week.
Yeah. Right.
To be announced.
To be announced. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
with that, and I hope you all get that righteous spirit, that righteous soul that God meant for you to have. And I think having good health helps all of that.
Yes. I love it. Rainwater, people. Go eat a salad, please. You know, so rainwater. Get some fruits and vegetables in your life. Well, to be honest, you know, watch where you get. Go to a market or somewhere, a farmer's market somewhere, and get you some fruits and vegetables when you can. You know, when it's available. We kind of out of season for all that good stuff, but we gonna tear these collard greens up here next week, though.
Okay, guys, y'all have a great week, and we will get back with you next week. Take care.
Later.